and we're moving on to the Home Depot, my personal home away from home. There's a Home Depot that is walking distance from my house. I feel like I go there all the time. The Home Depot is the world's largest home improvement retailer with nearly 40,000 orange-blooded associates and more than 2,200 stores in the U.S., Canada, and Mexico. The typical store today averages about 105,000 square feet of indoor retail space, interconnected with an e-commerce business that offers more than 1 million products. If you ever wonder why certification is long for the Home Depot course, 3 words: 1 million products for the DIY customer, professional contractors, and for the industry's largest installation business for the do-it-for-me customer. How many of you are DIYers? How many of you like to build your own things and like to do your own crafts? And, you know, if you need a room painted, you do it yourself. You might change your light fixtures yourself. Maybe you built an addition to your home yourself. You made that she shed out back. All right. Yep. If you are a DIYer, the Home Depot program is absolutely a great bet for you, because here you're going to be assisting customers with product questions. You're going to be placing new orders. You'll handle existing orders, returns and replacements. You'll provide store-specific support and contact vendors for shipping information. Pretty simple stuff every single day. In terms of certification, the instructor-led and self-paced class is about 2 weeks, which is very nice for those 1 million products. You'll have instructor-led live call taking, which is about 7 days. That's when you start earning revenue. And then you have your certification call taking period, which is 3 days in length. Again, if you're the type of person who is not good at self-paced learning, this is not the program for you, because this is 2 hours in class and 4 hours of self-paced. So you're really going to have to step it up on your own. Let's see here. The requirements for this, in terms of passing the class, make sure you check the opportunity announcement. But for the self-paced content, you have to complete 100% of it and 100% completion of all assessments with a passing score of at least 80% on each. For phase 2, you need an 80% score, but these are on practice calls. And then phase 3, you must meet or exceed expectations on calls to pass. In terms of servicing, the SOW is suggested at 40 intervals or 20 hours. So if you're looking to have a program where you have to service more, this is a great one for you. Intervals are available from Sunday to Saturday, so all week long from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. Apparently that gives you 4 hours to sleep if that's what you want. And there is a weekend servicing requirement of 10 intervals or 5 hours is what it is. And again, you can split that up any way you want. In terms of top performers, you should display patience, empathy, a unique ability to manage stress, the ability to work under pressure and adapt to adverse situations. You should provide knowledgeable, friendly, and eloquent customer service, and you should experience working with users to identify the best solutions. In terms of metrics, that commitment adherence, it shows again here at 90%. Please be aware of that. Average handle time is 588 seconds. So a little bit less than about 10 minutes. You're looking about 9 minutes or so, maybe a little bit more. Quality, it should be at 80%. That's your call review scores. After call work, how much time you're doing like your notes or call wrap up, things like that. You should be spending less than 5 minutes on that. And voice of the customer, that's essentially their customer satisfaction rating, should be at least 80%. Folks, similar to Carnival, this opportunity requires a secondary background check and a drug screening. So you are going to have to participate in this. Same rules apply to Carnival. So I'm sorry, no medicinal marijuana. Additionally, registrants must pass the pre-assessment. There's going to be a pre-assessment with a 70% or higher. If you have any questions about the Home Depot program, please make sure you put it into the chat. And as you do that, I'm going to move on to our final program for today, which is the Comcast program. Guess what, folks? I am a Comcast user. So yes, you could get calls from me. I do like to call and I do like to complain. No, I don't. I just get mad when my cable goes out, especially when it goes out in the middle of my favorite shows like The Sinner or Queen of the South. Sometimes General Hospital, but usually I try to save that for later. Yeah, you know. Um, folks, I'm trying to be a little silly. Hopefully I'm making you laugh a little bit, okay? Hopefully you're connecting a little bit too. That, you know, you do better when you connect a little, okay? All right. So Comcast is the nation's largest video high-speed internet and phone provider for residential customers and business. They operate under the Xfinity brand. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. They bring together the best that technology has to offer. They drive innovation to create the world's best entertainment and online experience. And they focus on the customer experience. I will tell you folks, my favorite part of Comcast is one thing, the voice remote. Why is that my favorite thing? Because I have a 3-year-old at home. I have a 3-year-old who says, Mommy, I want to watch Vampirina. I want to watch Fancy Nancy. Mommy, I want to watch Fancy Nancy. And now I can say, okay, put it on yourself. And she knows to look for the little microphone on the remote. And she presses it and she says, Fancy Nancy. And suddenly it's there and Mommy doesn't have to do anything, okay? It's the best, okay? Especially since I also have a 5-month-old at home and I have to take care of him too. You know, there are only so many hands that I have to do stuff. So Antoinette knows exactly what I'm talking about here, okay? That's it. So, all right, folks. So, excuse me. If you want to know more about Comcast and Xfinity, websites are here on the page. Visit my.xfinity.com. In terms of day-to-day activities, you have callers with billing inquiries. That's pretty common. You know, they get their bill and they're mad because they got charged for something that they didn't think they should have been charged with. Folks, I'm going to be fully transparent here. Okay. I love Comcast. I love this program. Okay. You can make a ton of revenue on this program. It's one of the higher revenue opportunities in the network in general. So it's great things. But I'm going to be clear. You can have some pretty difficult customers. Also, a lot of these customers are from New England. And if anyone knows, or if you've ever seen the movie Good Will Hunting, a person from New England can rarely get through a single sentence without dropping an F-bomb, an S-bomb, an A-bomb, or any other type of cuss word, okay? You cannot take it personally. It's just the way people talk up there. It's just, it's like they don't even mean to. It's like they're born cussing. You know, that's why I had to move to Florida because I didn't want my kids to grow up cussing. That's just what it was. So, yeah, a little bit of limited vocabulary, Carrie. I'm originally from the Boston area. It took me weeks when I got to college in Washington, D.C. to stop saying wicked, frickin' awesome, and I wasn't saying frickin', okay? It's just how it was ingrained in us. So realize that that is the case, and you might get those types of callers, so you have to be careful with that. And if you don't like people talking like that, this might not be the best program for you, but you do get good revenue as a result, so that's part of it. So people are going to be calling with billing inquiries. They're going to be kind of frustrated in terms of that. So the other thing is that you're going to talk with them and determine offerings that the customer does not currently have and make the appropriate sales offer to upgrade and add on to their service. Ready? I'm going to teach you how to do it right now. So you have someone who's calling in and they're saying, hey, I want to watch a fight this weekend. And you're going to say, great, what fight? And then you find it's on pay-per-view. Cool. I'm going to order that for you right now. All right, so with that, you like fights? Great. Do you know that HBO and Showtime also offer fights? You say, yes. Do you have it? No, I don't have that. Okay, well, maybe we should get that for you. And you sell them the HBO and Showtime. And they're like, great, now I can watch more fights and it's not going to cost as much as pay-per-view regularly. You're right, that's true. And then you're going to say, hey, you know, you got a bunch of people that are coming over for those fights this weekend. You're going to watch it by yourself. And I'm going to say, Heck yeah, I'm going to have people over. You can't watch a fight by yourself. You need your buddies around. You need your buddies and you need your beers. And you got to sit around and maybe some pizza and some wings. And you got to sit around and you got to eat food. You got to watch a fight because it's better when you're with friends. You're going to say, exactly. Well, you're going to want those friends to tweet about it, right? And you're going to want them to Instagram it and things like that, right? And I'm going to say, yes. You're going to say, you want good internet for that. Let me check out your internet package. Oh, you have a bad internet package? Let's give you a better internet package. All right, let's get a better internet package. Hey, I can see on here, looking at your address, you live in an okay neighborhood, but you never know when things are going to happen. How's your home security? Say, I don't have home security. What? You don't have home security? You're inviting all your friends over to come tweet about your live event, and what they're going to be tweeting about is how someone's busting into your home, robbing your home while you're watching the fight because you're so busy watching the fight. You're not watching people busting in your home and robbing your home. And I'm going to say, you're right. I don't want that. And you're going to say, well, let me hook you up with a home security system so that won't happen. I'm going to say, all right. So just in that one call where I just wanted the pay-per-view fight, you just sold me HBO and Showtime. You just sold me my internet upgrade and you sold me my home security upgrade. And boom, that's how you do it. All right. That was a 4-minute sale. How's that? Okay. All in your average handle time. Took care of business. Monique, yep. Drop the mic. Okay. So that's exactly what you're going to be up to. You're also going to ensure first call resolution and make sure your customers are always satisfied. You're going to code the sale accurately and completely from the installer. You're going to demonstrate knowledge of Comcast processes and policies and understand client call flow. So you're going to really listen to the client, what they need, what it's all about, and how you're going to help them and really be there for them. You're going to build trust and rapport with the Comcast customer through clear, respectful interaction. So like I said, you're going to have some people are going to be calling in. They're going to be super mad about their bill or their cable situation or whatever. They're going to be really frustrated, and you're going to turn around and you're going to say, listen, I get it. I totally get it, because you know what? It's always good to relate to the customer, but more importantly, you do get it. Chances are all of you love TV. You do. You know what it's about, or, internet or that, like, you just can't live without these things these days. And so it's very easy to turn around and say, I get it. If my internet went out right at a crucial moment, I'd be pretty mad too. I would. So you know what? I don't want you to be any angrier than you are. All I want to do is fix it for you because I get it. I'm the one person who's really going to get it. And let me help you. So by doing that, it really helps build trust and rapport with those customers. And then again, you're going to make sure that you correctly code the sales and make sure that that it's done correctly. Okay. Lots of available service time. We're looking at an average 30 interval or 15-hour statement of work with 15 intervals or 7.5 hours that are needed on Saturday or Sunday and or Monday. Intervals available, primary initial servicing times, because we want to give you a chance to ramp up a little before throwing you to the wolves, so to speak. That'll be 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time. And then once you're really experienced, then you'll be able to service 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then again 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'm not too sure why there's that weird break in the middle of the day, but it just is. But this is available 7 days per week, 365 days per year. Mondays are really peak days. For this certification class, we're talking about a 4-week class. We're going to be in instructor-led class. It's about 4 hours in class and 2 hours of self-paced work. You're going to have 1 day of blended classroom and call taking, and then you'll have the live call taking for about 5 days. That's where you start earning revenue and doing that. So that'll be great. For the courses, you're going to have to successfully complete quizzes and exams with a score of 85% or higher. You'll have successful completion of a mock call prior to day 12. You'll participate in all call-taking days outlined as phase 2 in the course duration section. You'll achieve an 85% or higher in terms of quality assurance score on live certification calls and complete all homework as needed. Again, for Comcast, you're going to have to complete and pass that drug test. And something important to know, this program uses what's called the Arise Virtual Gateway to connect to client systems. For this call center companies that do not have Miami area code phone numbers, which are 305 or 786, you'll need to be able to dial long distance on your service lines, and that might result in long distance charges. So you want to make sure that you have a phone plan where you get free long distance. Also for this program, you're going to be using a tool called the Arise Secure Desktop. If you look at the graphics on this slide, you'll see where I'm sort of circling right there. An Arise Secure Desktop, all it is it's a thumb drive. And what you'll do is you'll go out, you're going to buy that thumb drive. They're super cheap. We have downloads. You're going to go and you're going to download stuff onto that thumb drive. So you'll end up building the secure desktop yourself. You'll end up plugging it into your computer, and it makes your computer what we refer to as a dummy terminal. It makes it so that you can only access certain programs and software. That way you can't do like you can't do screen grabs. You can't copy people's credit card information or anything on those lines, and it makes it highly, highly secure. For this, you will need certain equipment, and make sure you check the opportunity announcement as well as the system and equipment policy guide. As we went over before, it'll tell you what you can and can't use, just like it's listed on the slide. No, Satish, you cannot download the thumb drive online. You have to go buy the physical thumb drive, and all the program stuff that needs to go on the thumb drive, that you'll be able to download online. All right. Similar to all other programs, you have to be really customer service focused, tech savvy, the way I spoke of it before. You don't have to take your computer apart, but being able to research stuff on your own and put forward solutions really confidently. That's a good thing to do there. And then professional, the drive to continue to improve, the discipline to adhere to service times that you've chosen, and the flexibility to post additional service times when needed. In terms of metrics, because with every other program, we want you to know what you're getting into. Commitment adherence, 90%. Your average handle time, you want to keep it between 400 and 620 seconds is what it is. So, really, between, I would say 6 to 10 minutes, roughly, is what it is. That avoidable truck roll, less than 8.9%. First call resolution, greater than 80% of the time. Your average hold time, how long you put people on hold for, less than 30 seconds. And voice of the customer, greater than 80%. That's their customer satisfaction ratings for you. Again, you're going to also have star ratings in terms of this. I only like to discuss 3 stars because I want everyone to be a top performer. Intervals serviced, at least 51, so you're looking at 25-26 hours per week. Voice of the customer, keeping it above 90%, and the avoidable truck roll, keeping it below 6.5%. That will put you into the platinum category, which will allow for you to have first choice of service times and possibly higher revenue. Company owners should check the opportunity announcement for details on that.